Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hope everyone's having a beautiful morning. I am having a fantastic morning on this beautiful Friday. It's Fish Friday, right? It's Fish Friday. I'm definitely gonna have some fish. Basically, Friday. I'm definitely gonna have some fish today on Friday. Yes. So, um, you see the topic. The reason why, basically, I came up with this topic because this topic is much needed. It needs to be talked about is because are you living your truth or you living the mindset and truth of others that plant thoughts and understanding on what you're supposed to do in your life, basically. These questions are possibly met with a very serious, intense answer from you, basically. And to me, when you conversate with people and you interact with people and basically you have a close knit circle. It may be like two or three people that you interact with. um Sort of, we as individuals in the circle, we exchange knowledge and wisdom upon ourselves, right? And we exchange information with one another, but it's to lift up and betterment towards each other. Whatever concept that you have or whatever thinking that you have, right, it's supposed to not be met with force of indoctrination of anybody. I don't supposed to try to force my views of understanding upon you, and you don't supposed to force your views of understanding upon me. If we disagree, we go back to the drawing board. We agree to disagree. This is how these things are supposed to go. But in this incident right here, are you living your truth or are you living the truth of others or this mindset, basically? These are questions that we have to ask each other because based on society and based on what was going on, we're living the mindset and truth of others, basically. We're not really living our truth. What is our truth? Who are you? These certain things. We don't even know who we are. So if you don't know who you are, that means that you're living another mindset and truth of others, so they can plant that there. You're not you're not understanding who you are, so you cannot possibly be living out the ways and action of your truth. Basically, these things are procreated, they planted, they plagued it inside our mind, bodies, and soul. So we're not living our true self. We're living the truth of others and people mindset, basically. And these are the questions that we need to present ourselves individually and collectively, basically, and our loved ones. So we don't pass on and perpetuate, absorb this mindset which is a plague upon us. Now, majority's mindset which is plagued upon us is demonic and evil and twisted, is barbaric. You see it all around the world. It's the same thing over and over again, especially on these platforms. You see it year after year, month after month, day after day, week after week, second after second, minute after minute. I mean, it's plague, it's plague, it's plague, it's plague there. Nothing is there to improve our condition, to prove ourselves, because we're not living in our truth. We don't even know what the truth is. So we live in any and everybody truth, and their truth is way off. It's way off. They got to keep perpetuating this certain mindset so they can keep going on, keep going on. And it's like second, minute, hour. They got to keep the gas going. It's like an endless mindset. It's endless. It's just like endless. There's no beginning and there's no end to it. And they got to keep this perpetuating so you don't live your truth, basically. And these are the things that we need to talk about, man. A lot of people don't talk about this because people set in their ways and actions. They don't want to hear your truth or what you have to say. They want to force their views of understanding upon you and get you to do what they tell you to do. It doesn't work like that. Life doesn't work like that, especially not with me. Basically, I'm here to basically engage with you information, right? Coming from a spiritual side, basically. I didn't even get in my topic yet, but these are the things that needs to be put forefront and ask, are you living your truth? Most of us, we not living the truth because we don't know the truth, you know? And all my videos tell you the truth on who we are. Number one, we are called the uply God right ones. We are called the uply God right ones, basically, right? So that's who we are. And from there, you can start to study and understand who you are and transform yourself, right? To lift yourself up into a higher level in your life, you and your loved ones. And these are the things that we must put forth, you know? But before we get into this topic, because I just did, you know, keep your eyes open and your head on the swivel. There's murder, death, kill going on out here. Not just physically, spiritually and mentally is murder, death, kill. No, live the life, live the life. Ain't no thing, right? I'm married to the game, and the game is married to me. Let's give back this demonic, twisted, evil, barbaric way of life back to the co-creators of it, basically. Right? Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Right? I'm giving you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, experience, right? From a spiritual basically, right? Please like and share and subscribe to this dopest channel out right now on YouTube that's coming with amazing energy. You know, I'm coming with heat. This is a new channel, a new growth, a new relevant for you and I, right? So we don't have to focus on what's going on, these current events, which is blinding us, our heart, soul, and minds. These events is blinding us because it keep perpetuating this murder, death, kill among us, basically. You know, you're not living your truth. You living somebody else's truth for entertainment. It's entertainment, your lower desires. See, I said your lower desire, it cloak itself with your lower desires. And your lower desires is to gossip and see other people force hope and truth among their life that they live in. So it cloak itself with that and blind us. So we're like, you know what? Let's raise up this because it's drama, it's drama, it's drama, it's drama. None of this stuff is to improve our heart, soul, and minds and our loved ones. It's to perpetuate it among ourselves individually and collectively in our community, you know? So let's give this procreation, murder, death, kill, barbaric, evil, twisted, demonic devil back is procreation of this that sits upon our heart, mind, and souls and on our communities collectively. You know, over here, you know, we don't promote violence, we don't promote ignorance, we don't promote calling each other these offensive names. You know, we don't promote you using smoking weed. We don't promote you smoking cigarettes. You using this alcohol. We don't promote none of this stuff. You know, that's only to balance. We promote what? You know, this channel is to uplift you, uplift you, uplift you, uplift you. At the end of the day, this is what this channel is here to do, is to get you to a new focus, a new understanding, a new vibe, a new foundation, a new format of a map that you need so you can lead yourself and your family to the highest level of success. Basically, this is what they do. And we also do what? Basically, we also do what? We unravel, uncover, lift the skirt up and expose and dissect any and everybody that's preaching falsehood, hate among us, that's murder, death, kill, basically, right? Don't forget to hit the notification button. I really appreciate this channel is growing. Without you, this channel will not grow. I need for you to share. Please share the information because everybody don't know, you know, this information. Basically, for real, beloved, team flow. Everybody don't know, right? Because this topics that I'm bringing is not really a hot topic. So nobody's not going to click on it. It's not the norm. The norm is the murder, death, kill, you know, how to deceive people, how to get money, how to disrespect each other. That is uplifted. You know, over here, that's doing the right thing, that's giving towards the betterment of ourselves, for our civilization, it's not looked upon. So let's get it looked upon and share it amongst everybody else. All right. Over here, we listen to a little jazz music before we get into our topics, and this is exactly what we're going to do. Let's go. Please don't forget to hit the notification button. I really appreciate it. I'm up with your guys, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, right? Ladies and gentlemen, prince and princesses, all around the world. Thank you so much. You right here, you with Team Flow. That's right. You putting heads to bed, and it's going to be night for you. Okay, let's get right into this. I'm not gonna hold us too long on this topic, because I'm just gonna touch on this topic briefly. I'll probably go around maybe like 25 minutes, maybe throw them 30 minutes tops, because it's Friday and there's things that we have to do, right? And I know and understand that you can be doing anything. You don't have to be here, or you don't have to watch, you don't have to follow. But I recommend that you do, because this can be a game changer for you and I, basically, to change your life for the betterment. So I should know, because I'm from that very, very, very dead mindset that has plagued us for so many years, and I was saved from this mindset of these plantations and these jails and these prisons and this murder, death, killing, these violence that's plagued us. So the question is, right? Are you living your truth, or are you living the truth or mindset of others? Majority of us is living the mindset and truth of others. We don't know the truth. This is why this is the things that we are presented with. This is all we see is other people's truth. This is not our truth. And what I'm talking about is, you can see that, let's say that you see somebody that's successful, look like they're successful materialistically. That's one thing right there. Material, but the eye. Individual has the fame, fortune, riches, things that you wanted, that you want. So you look at it and you study that. You like, yo, how I can get down with him, or how I can be connected with him, and all these other things. Right there, you're not living your truth. You live in the truth of what you see with your eyes. So after understanding the people that portrayed this, understanding that with the eyes, right, that control what? It can control the waves in your brain and in your heart and your soul, because that's the first thing that you see. It starts to set in secret whispers within inside of your heart, with jealousy, hatred, envy, basically. So now you're not living in your truth. You're living in somebody else's truth that planted that seed inside of you. So now you hate that brother or sister of being what? Of being successful, basically, whatever it may be. Nowadays, it's not about sneakers or clothes. It's about your soul, the enlightenment and touch of the Creator, the Almighty Mega, right? Alpha Omega, basically. It's the inner self which He blessed upon you, basically, that individuals see that they don't like, right? So it's spread amongst us, basically. That's why you're not living your truth. You're not living your truth, because if you live in your truth, you will focus on yourself. You will focus on your level. You will focus on your vibe, your energy to uplift yourself. That's how you find your truth. And knowing thyself is knowing which way are you going, yourself and your loved one, basically. Because you are living somebody else's truth, you're going to do these acts of murder, death, kill, which is plagued upon us. That's the first thing that we see. This is why it's very, very important that we study what? We study that environment. We study the moves and action, the ways of others, so we can do what? Get ourselves out of this mindset, which has plagued us. But most people live there, because you know why? This is all they see. This is all they know. The murder, death, kill, and ultimately becoming organ donors. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. It's exactly what's going to happen, basically. Let me tell you something. Jesus, right? Jesus, one of the most powerful messengers and prophets, right, that ever exists. The people was gearing up to get after him, to murder him. Everybody turned against him. He only had a small band of people that really believed and followed him. It was so bad that the Creator took him up. Mind, body, soul, heart, everything. He had to take him up from blasphemy, from destruction and pain and suffering, because the people wanted to kill him. They wanted to murder him. The jeebies, the deception, the backdoor, the jealousy, the hatred. I mean, the hatred was deep. That's sort of like the same thing in the community, which is plagued upon us. You know, like I said, you got a small band of bad apples that promote this. They promote it because you know why? They are in tune with what? Materialistic world. Materialistic and blinded by what? Riches, fame, and fortune, right? Jesus didn't have none of this. He could have had all that, but he was rich, fame, and fortune, a material thing with what? His spirituality, calling people to the oneness of Creator. And people do not like that. You know, people do not like that, man. And it's sad that it's plagued amongst our community. Once individuals study and know the ways and actions and can control your mind, body, and soul just with sound, they got you. They have weakened you. They're not living in your truth. You're living in their truth and don't even know it. Don't even know it. That's their truth. I want you to go this way. I want you to go that way. I want you to attack him. I want you to do this. I want you to do that. These are things that you'll follow through and not even see it until it's too late. This is why we have to encourage each other to do what? To live in our truth. The truth is not being promoted. It's not being practiced. It's being dumbed down. It's being shunned, right? It's being put into the shadows. But I am here on this channel to do what? To pull it out the shadows, to uplift it, to bring it to the forefront, to lead you and I to what? To the enlightenment of leveling each other up in our family so we can live in our truth and not live in they or whoever truth that set this mindset upon us, man. It's very hard and difficult to get out of this mindset. This is actual facts, brothers and sisters, kings and queens. This is not a joke. This is not a play. I mean, this is not a play or anything like that. This stuff is plagued upon us, man. And it's even in our system. It's in our reproduction system. You hear me? It's in our reproduction system because it has been there for so many years. So if you reproduce or procreate with somebody else, it goes into our children. Individuals don't even have to do it anymore. We do it to each other and don't even know it. That you can live in your own truth individually and collectively and what? And lead your civilization and your community to the what? To the next level of existence with technology, with science, with becoming a heart surgeon, a brain surgeon, right? These things need to be in the forefront. This is what we need to do to live in our truth. We live in somebody else's truth. We live in somebody else's truth. We're not living our truth because we don't even know who we are as people, as individuals. We so far back gone is that we just doing any and everything. Whatever we feel, whatever we see, we just reacted on it. That's not our truth. That's somebody else's truth, you know? And this is coming from a spiritual realm, a spiritual vibe, a spiritual energy, a spiritual force. This is where this is coming from. This is why it's very important to get this information out amongst everybody all around the world, because a lot of people is living somebody else's truth. They're not living their truth, and they don't understand why they're not getting by. Because they not doing what they supposed to do. They doing this truth. And whatever truth that is, whatever mindset it is plagued with a demonic, evil, twisted way of life. Is evil. So this is why you're not getting up, because it's plagued with it. And you taking on their sins and you taking on their vibes and don't even know it. This is why you have to get away from this. Move from it. Go somewhere else so you can clear your thought, mind, body, and soul, right? So you can regenerate yourself and find out the tools that you need to upgrade yourself, man. This is very important, is that you live in your truth. I'm living in my truth. I'm living on who I am. I'm an uply God. I'm an uply guided right one that is from the descendant of the ancient ancestors. That's the indigenous people of this land of America that is holy, and everybody wants to come over here and reap the benefits of what? Of things that we had to fight for, of existence and civilization, basically, and being disrespected and stomped upon while we was backdoor. This is the truth. This is our truth. Once we keep living this mindset of that we were slaves and that we wasn't nothing, that we was picking cotton, that we was doing all this other stuff, this is all wrong as lies. I'm telling you this. It's lies. It's lies. It's lies. We always fought. We always stood up, right, for this land. This is why the song said, right, I created it for the inauguration. Who created that song? This is our land. This is our land. This is why I broke it down. The secrets, who created that, who created was the descendants, the ancestors gave that. But people put a twist to that. This is our land. We always fought for this land. Okay? There's pyramids all through here. One of the biggest pyramids, right, is over there in Washington, D.C. That's why it sits upon there. All that area over there is pyramids, man. It's pyramids. We are in tune. And this is what we need to do so you can live your truth and stop living others in this mindset truth that's plagued upon us, man. We have to recognize this at the end of the day. And that's the only way that we can stay focused and we can stay afloat and that we can do what we have to do for ourselves, man. And not look at other people's success. Because with other people's success, you don't know what they did. They may did some hidden evil act to get there and it looked pleasant to you, And then once you take on this, you're going to deal with the pain and suffering, have to cope with the pain and take it on their truth. Over here, we start from the mud, the ground up, and we work ourselves up as we work on our physical body and soul and mind. So we can appreciate anything that comes from us because we got it from the mud. You understand coming from? So we have to understand everything, man. This is not a game. You have to live in your truth. You have to live in your truth. Not his or her truth, basically. There's nothing wrong with dialoguing with each other, exchanging information, right? But at the end of the day, some of us, we have to put what? Barriers there. You have to put barriers there to say, you know what? That's cool. Agree to disagree, basically. I'm going to do it this way. I think that this is a better way. This is a better way to do it. We can listen to each other and dialogue, but that's cool. But if I see a better way coming from a spiritual side, and you coming from a physical side, I can understand that too. But listen, if you want me to hear your cries and listen, you have to hear mine, basically, which is spiritual. Are you praying? Are you worshiping in the morning? Are you reading your Bible? Are you reading your Quran? Are you giving the Creator his praise physically, mentally, throughout the day? You want me to hear your physical cries, basically. Yeah, I did it this way, I did it that way. I did it this way, that. I don't hear you saying that you did it with the help of the Creator. So the things that you're saying, you're giving yourself praise. You're giving yourself self-gratification. You're not giving no praise. I don't hear you saying that. These are the things that's wrong. You need to check yourself, whoever you are. This is why I said it's very, very important that we live in our truth. That's the truth of others. That's the truth of others. And you don't even know that you're not living your truth. You're living the truth of anybody else. I'm the one put you on, man. I'm the one did this, man. I'm the one told you the secrets, man. I'm the one this. I'm the one that. I'm the one pointing the fingers. Boom, 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 boom. Pointing the fingers at each other. The truth to matter is that, do you believe in the unseen creator? Because if you did, right, you won't be saying and acting in a certain ways with this behavior of this murder, death, kill. I live the life ain't no thing. That's part of that mindset of living somebody else's truth. It's not living yours. Because when you live your truth, you give respect and honor to the things that you have, that you work spiritually to get. It's very important that you do this, man. It's very important, man. And I know all around the world, people's listening to me. People all around the world listening to me. And I'm talking about in the spiritual world, spiritual sense. Spiritual sense, because I can hear them walking, talking amongst each other, listening. I hear you. I hear you. I am a spiritual king in that existing spiritual realm. Been there for a very, very long time. And I'm wise and in tune. So the things that I'm saying to you is to give you tools for the betterment of you. If you're not practicing it and you're not doing these things, that is on you, basically. That's why I said I gave that topic, do it or don't. Go check that topic out. Do it or don't do it. It's up to you, beloved. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, all of my topics connect to one another, and ultimately is to worship the creator. Is to give him his praise. Basically. This is facts, man. So I would like to end this with a little bit of jazz music, because I know this is Friday and you have things to do. I know I have things to do, and that's very important. So please like, share, comment, subscribe on the dopest channel out right now on YouTube. Basically, that's coming with bangers and heat for you and I to get past the hump. Basically, these blockages and these traps that's planted there for our demise at the end, and also to get your organs, basically, so we can fight one another, call each other our names, stuff like that or whatever. Right? I'm coming with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. From what? From what? From a spiritual eye, basically, right? Live the life, ain't no thing, murder, death, kill. I'm married to the game, and the game is married to me. Let's give back this co-created, barbaric, evil, twisted, demonic, devil way of life back to the co-creators of it. Basically, please like, share, and comment, subscribe on the channel. Please get the information out, because this information and my topics don't get out because they not hot. They're not the hottest thing, so they're not going to promote it. You have to promote it. My followers, my fans, so it can get out amongst the community, basically. And this is what I need. I need you. I need you. You need me, basically, to give you these hot topics, information, things that you have heard, things that you haven't heard, to unravel this darkness which sits upon us. All I'm here is to uplift us and give us the light and the tools to get ahead in life, basically, because ain't you tired of living in the darkness and going in and out and living in somebody else's truth? You're not living in your truth. Over here, we live in our truth. We live in peace. We live in freedom, to uplift one another and our loved ones. This is what we do over here, Team Flow, basically, Like I said, don't forget to hit the notification button, Please don't forget to hit that notification button. You can know when I'm dropping heat and bangers for, bangers in good context for you and I to get past the hump so we can keep going. We don't deal with celebrity gossip over here because that's part of the murder death mindset that's promoting this. These individuals out over there, that's backdoor. All that whole life is backdoor. It's not for your growth and development. The more you do these things, these acts, the more you are given what you want out of life. It's not what you need, it's what you want. Right? This is what it is. And everybody wants the bag. Everybody wants this and that. But what's going to keep you alive is your spirituality at the end of the day, basically, So thank you so much. I'm going to end it with some jazz music. Yeah. I didn't want to do a whole long topic. I said like 30 minutes. And this is what we need to do, brothers and sisters, man. This is very important, man. I take these topics very, very serious, man. I have conversations with people, and everybody have a different view. Everybody have a different aspect of life. Make sure to sit there, to sit, nobody can mess with you, and I know more than you, and all this other stuff. That's not how it works, brothers and sisters. You don't tell no one that. You don't. Because you're talking about a physical world. You're talking about your accomplishing your physical world. The creator don't look at that. See, you looking at that. And this is why our minds is set the way it's set. Because we live in somebody else's truth. We're not living our truth. We're not living our truth. Our truth is to pass on the knowledge so we can keep going on, existing. You're not going to exist like that if you run around saying that I did this and I did that. And, you know what I'm saying? You become haughty. You become haughty and you become arrogant. You don't even know it. And then spiritually, you are downgraded. Because you know why? Your bed is this earth. Your bed is this earth. You're doing everything to please the earth, to please the worldly fears that's going on here. So are you really living in your truth? No, you living into this co-created murder death mindset. This is why I said you need to think about what you're saying. You need to think about what you're saying. You are talking to a spiritual king, and I've been here and I've been talking about this. Contrary to what individuals say, I've always been this way. I used to give cook bars up there. In these plantations, I was giving cook bars up there. And, I was the imam of these plantations. And 3 of them, matter of fact, 3 of them. I was the imam up there giving cook bars. Yes, I was. And Arabic and English, dropping. So I've always been this way, basically. It's just that, when you fighting and you going through certain things in life, and you setting back on certain things, you gotta recreate yourself. You gotta regenerate yourself. You fighting with demons out here. These demons out here and this mindset, murder, death, kill, it ain't nothing to play with, man. It's nothing to play with. You gotta put everything up like this. You gotta put everything up because it will swallow you up. And then if you're alone, physically, it's really like this. They'll swallow you up. Either you're gonna get down with us or you on the other side. Well, I'm on the other side of spirituality, because at the end of the day, that is the foundation and that is the rule. Because your physical is going to perish. We don't need to get into these debates and these arguments. That is what it is. It's the foundation is your spirituality, your spirit, basically, right? It's going to be judged, right? Your spirit and your soul. You know what your soul is a personality, is emotion and feels, right? Your spirit is the highest form of spirituality where you can worship and make a decision based on what? Right or wrong, basically. This is why we have that. And no other creation has that besides the creator. He doesn't have a spirit or nothing like that. He just exists and lives. The Alpha Omega. Basically, he breathed a piece of that inside of us. That's why that is the truth. Not the truth of talking about, I got 3, I had 15 cars, I had 100 buildings. That's what men say. Men say that. Men say it's out of ignorance. That's ignorant, bro. You accumulate all that for what? To say that you have that? What is that doing? For your spirituality. The more you accumulate it, the more your spirit is dragged away. You don't even see it. The more you get away from your spirituality. You thinking that your mutual arrival or pulling up this world is gonna divert you. It diverts you. It diverts you from the spirituality. And this is what you do. This is why you keep promoting and say these same things over and over again. Because you're not living your truth. You're living the truth of others. You're seeing others do it. But you know what? I'm doing this right here. I accomplished this. I accomplished that. I accomplished, this jury, this big chain. I accomplished, these buildings. I accomplished this job. I accomplished. At the end of the day, you be going day and month. You're not going to be judged for that. You're going to be judged for your action, your soul. That's what you need to be working on. That's what you need to be working on, brother. And that's what love that's coming from me to you, brothers and sisters, kings and queens. I know it's difficult and hard. It's easy said than done, especially if you living in poverty. But this is why on this channel, I'm trying to help you to get up from poverty, to get the best job, the best money, to uplift yourself. If you just listen to what I'm saying, use my videos and my voice as a guide to find your way to the darkness. Of course, you're going to have to crawl through mud, because this is what I did, basically. You know, I had to go through it. I had to go through it. Look at, study it, eat with it, right? To live my truth and come back with the permission of him that he gave me knowledge, wisdom from a spiritual leader and guide to give it to you and say that it can be done. This is why it's now to catch you now before you fall into his pitfalls and living somebody else's truth, not living yours. In these plantations, that's somebody else's truth, rules and regulations. That's somebody else's truth. You can't leave your truth in there, because you'll be dealt with. You'll be dealt with in these plantations. So that's just, you know, to get, it's just a vibe. It's just a new energy for you and I to get by, you know, basically. So there's no debate, there's no arguing. It's just that either you want to believe, you know. Because I can say, you can say physically, yeah, I had 4 houses, I had this, I had that before you had this and that. And I say I surpass you spiritually. I ran laps around you that you can't even see 100 times. Because that's the foundation. I can say that. But I don't say that because you know why? I'm humble and a spiritual leader and guide. Basically, and a tool for you to be humble and be respected. Because you know what? These things, these physical things, you're supposed to use them as a tool to draw people in. Once you draw them in, then you tell them what you did spiritually to get it. You don't use that as a forefront to say that I'm better than you. That's what the devil said. And you have the same behavior and don't even realize that. This is admonishing to you or anyone that's living this type of way of life, basically, at the end of the day. You shouldn't be saying that. That's somebody else's truth. That's somebody else's truth. That's somebody else's truth. That's not your truth. So stop practicing that and get in tune with your spirituality. That is the focus for you and I at the end of the day. And that's what's going to be judged, is your truth. They don't want to hear what somebody else said. Well, I did what this one person said. They don't want to hear that. It's not going to be, trust you me. You see, so you need to go on with that, man. Whoever you are that's practicing that. Over here, we expose, right? And uplift and dissect this murder, death, kill, which has plagued us. That's part of that. Saying, I did this, I did that, I did this, and I did that. Nobody can do this to me. Nobody. What? You have people out here that ran laps around you spiritually, years upon years in the spiritual realm. And contrary to what he say, he pick and choose if he wants to elevate you. If you're doing the right thing, basically. If you're doing the wrong thing, you picking and choose to do the shortcuts to get you to this physical world, but it's never going to make you last forever. That's why everything around you is crumbling. You can't see that. The buildings, your house, you always got to renovate your house, renovate this, renovate that, because it's built on what? Not to last forever, but to fail and crumble. But spirituality will always keep building. It will never fail. These are the things that you need to get in tune with. You know, I need to check certain people. I need to check certain people. You can't out talk me. You can't out river me. You can't give me candy or anything to deceive me. I'm a spiritual king here, and I'm here to guide with my tools that he gave me, the creator, the almighty, to lead you to victory in a level of yourself. Basically, I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to give you a guiding tool to help you through darkness. The things that is plagued upon us about, yo, I got more clothes and cars to you. I got this. Nobody can mess with me in this life. What are you talking about? This life is a portal. That's all it is, a portal. It's not the enjoyment to last here forever. Your legacy is your spirituality. This is where you recognize and get in tune. Get in tune. Get in tune. Peace. Get in tune. Get in tune.